Hey kids, lesson 5, level 5, still overriding methods and practicing using them by just printing things out to the console. So I think I will do ride sharing. Let's see what ride sharing does. So I'm going to create several ride and luxury ride objects. Got it. So it sounds very similar. We're going to write a get fare method in the ride class. Let's take a gander at the ride class. Oh my. So here is the ride class. There are 3 static final double variables. There's a peak fare, an extra passenger fare, and a fare per mile. Got it. And then there are some double instance variables, which is the distance, and is it a peak hour? Because I'm going to guess if it's a peak hour, then they're going to go 1.5 times the normal price. And if there's an extra passenger, they're going to add $5 on for the extra price. And then here is your constructor. The constructor takes the distance, the peak hour, and the extra passenger. So it takes the distance you're going and true or false in peak hour, true or false if it's an extra passenger. So write the get fare method. This method should call private calculate fare method. So there's the calculate fare method down there. And so we're just going to call that and return it. So I'm going to go public. Oh, private. No, public. Public. This is going to return a double. And this is the get fare method. And I don't think there's anything I need to pass to it. There's nothing that needs to get passed. Nothing gets to pass to the calculate fare method, so I'm just going to return the calculate fare method. That should do the trick for this. And so the calculate fare method takes the fare per mile, which is fixed, multiplies by the distance, which was passed to the constructor. If there's an extra passenger, they're going to add that fee for each extra passenger. And if it's during a peak hour, they're going to take the fare and multiply it by 1.5, and they're just going to return the fare. Good enough. So in the luxury class, a couple of constant variables, static finals. You've got your Wi-Fi, need that. Oh, and refreshments, we'll need that. So my guess is they are going to let the super handle the basics of the cost, and then they're going to add these on, and we'll see what that does. So here's the constructor. There is the constructor. A couple extra Boolean methods, peak hours, extra passenger, do you want Wi-Fi, do you not? And then we're going to write the get fare method over here. So public, it's going to return a double, and this is going to be get fare. But now we're going to call the calculate luxury fare. And so they set this fare variable equal to whatever the super calculates. So they take the super, they let the super deal with it, the get fare method, but then they just make these changes. So if there is Wi-Fi, they're going to add the Wi-Fi fare to that. And if there are refreshments, they're going to add the refreshment fee to that. So that's all they're doing. So I'm going to return the calculate luxury fare method. And then over here, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go ride, my ride equals new ride. And if I recall, I'm just going to, that takes a string and 2 Booleans. So I think I'm going to go 1,000 miles, true, true. And then the The luxury ride took distance, the same Boolean values, but more for Wi-Fi. So I'll make all those true as well. So not a big deal. So I will go luxury ride. My lux equals new luxury ride. I'll go 500 miles, true, and that should do the trick there. And then I need to call my ride dot get fare, and then I want to put in a couple of escape sequences, and then I want to go my lux dot get fare. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so let's run the test, see if it works. And it does. That's it, man.